Hey everyone, welcome back. Whether you're a seasoned vocalist or someone who just loves belting it out in the shower, I think today's topic is going to really resonate.
Definitely. I'm excited to dive into this too.
We're going deep on this one.
Hmm.
We're talking about why actually performing live can make you a better singer.
Mm,
And we're basing this deep dive on an article. It's called Why Performing Live Makes You a Better Singer. Straightforward title.
right to the point.
So, first things first. The article really stresses how, while practice is crucial, there's this whole other level of skill that you can only unlock by, getting out there on stage.
Yeah, there's that real world element that you just can't replicate in isolation. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's kind of like, I don't know, think about learning to swim.
Okay. Yeah.
You can practice your strokes on dry land all day long,
Mm,
but until you're in the water dealing with a resistance, the unexpected, you're not really getting the full picture.
exactly. It's that sink or swim moment, right? Performing live is like that water for singers. It forces them to adapt and grow beyond just textbook technique.
It pushes you onto that comfort zone,
Yeah.
big time. And speaking of things that can throw you off, the article talks about how the actual venue, the space you're performing in, can make a huge difference in your sound.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The acoustics of a space, it's a game changer.
I mean, think about it. Singing in a huge cathedral versus like a small, intimate club, totally different ballgame.
Huge difference. It's like night and day. And you know what's cool? Singers who've had experience in all sorts of venues, they kind of develop the sixth sense about
I
acoustics.
can just feel the room.
Almost. They learn to adapt to things like reverberation time. That's how long it takes for the sound to fade in a space, or how the shape of the room messes with different frequencies.
Makes sense. Some rooms just seem to like absorb all the sound.
Right, short reverberation time. So singers have to learn how to project their voice to really cut through that. And that's a skill in itself.
It makes me think this awareness of how spaces affect sound, it makes us better listeners too.
100%.
Once you realize how much the room plays into it, you start to really appreciate the talent it takes to, own a stage with your voice.
Oh, absolutely.
It's more than just singing the notes.
So much more. And then there's the whole other layer of unexpected stuff that can happen during a live show. You know, the article touches on this too.
Oh, yeah, like forgetting a lyric or
A microphone stand decides to have a mind of its own.
been there. For those listening who've performed, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, panic mode for a second.
But that's the beauty of it, right? It's like a mini boot camp for building resilience. You got to think on your feet, adapt. And you know what?
Right.
Overcoming those mini disasters on stage, it does wonders for you off stage too. It's like life skills training disguised as a concert.
Love that. You learn to roll with the punches, for sure. The article brought up a great example, Adele at the Grammys,
Oh, yeah.
when her mic cut out.
Classic example. Mid-song, total silence.
But she handled it like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Kept singing. The audience even chimed in. It's about turning those hiccups into moments of connection.
Exactly. And the more you do it, the more you get out there and perform, the smoother it all becomes. The article makes a really good point about practice making perfect in this context.
And it's not just about being comfortable on stage, so that
So
helps.
definitely not. It's about the mental shift that happens.
Okay, how so?
Well, the more you perform, the less those nerves take over. You go from focusing on just hitting the right notes to actually feeling the music and connecting with the audience on an emotional level.
You're not just technically proficient, you're actually conveying something.
Right. It's like taking your performance to a whole new dimension.
That's awesome. Now, for someone listening who maybe feels a little intimidated by the thought of performing live, the article has some advice, right? Like
Yeah.
starting small.
Absolutely. You don't have to headline Coachella right out of the gate.
No pressure.
The key is to create those low-pressure environments to practice and build your confidence. Download a karaoke app, sing in the car, pretend your shower is Wembley
I
Stadium.
love that.
Yeah.
Just get out there and, make some noise.
Exactly. Find your stage, whatever it is, and sing your heart out.
Because everyone starts somewhere. Even like the biggest stars in the world had that first, maybe slightly shaky step onto a stage.
You got to start somewhere, right?
This whole deep dive has really shown me that live performance isn't just about showing off what you already know.
It's part of the journey, a crucial part of the learning process itself.
It's a way to push your boundaries, learn to adapt, and connect with people in a way that you just can't do anywhere else.
So powerful.
So thinking about all this, here's something to ponder. How does understanding these nuances of live performance, the good, the bad, and the totally unexpected, how does that change how we experience music as an audience?
Oh, that's a great question. It adds a whole new layer of appreciation for sure.
Right. And for everyone listening, whether you're a seasoned performer or just starting out, think about any skill you've been wanting to improve.
Yeah, think about that one thing.
Could you create your own version of a live performance to, really level up? Push yourself in
It's
that.
all about pushing boundaries.
Such a good point to end on. As always, keep learning, keep exploring, and maybe even take that leap onto a stage yourself. You never know what you might discover.
Couldn't agree more.
Until next time.
See ya.